Alright. First let's talk about what is a carbon brush. Carbon brushes serve as a bridge between the stationary part or the stator and the rotating part or the armature of the drill's motor. When power is applied to the drill, current flows from the battery through the carbon brushes into the armature. As the armature rotates, the carbon brushes transfer electrical current to the armature coils. This current creates a magnetic field that interacts with the permanent magnets in the stator. The interaction between the magnetic fields generates torque, which turns the motor and powers the drill's rotation. The carbon brush basically powers the drilling action. Over time, carbon brushes wear down due to friction against the commutator, a segmented ring on the armature, and when this happens, the rotation power of the drill is significantly low, and usually, a spark can be seen from inside the drill. With this, irregular drill maintenance involves checking and replacing the worn-out carbon brushes to sustain the optimal performance. And in this video, I will teach you how to replace the carbon brush on a Black & Decker drill, specifically the HM13 model. Okay. The first thing that we need to do is remove 7 screws from the electric drill. I've already removed these 7 screws from my drill to spare you from that boring part. If you're interested, the screw of this drill looks like this. And do note that the screws in the upper part have a different size, so make sure you know which is which. When all the screws are removed, you just need to lift up the half-part cover of the drill out. This could be different depending on the drill model, but for this one, you might need to remove the hammer mode switch to be able to take off the half cover of the drill. That hammer mode switch I'm talking about is this orange plastic thing here. Once opened, if you have a clean paintbrush around, it is highly advisable to use it to brush out the cobwebs, dusts and dirt inside the grill, as that also affects the performance of the drill and might even cause any sort of electrical damage. So it's always nice to keep the inside of your drill as clean as possible. For this specific drill model, we can see that the carbon brush is here. It is always a pair. For a positive and negative node, here are the worn-out carbon brushes that we are going to replace. Alright. So now we will need to remove these 2 carbon brushes. They are not screwed in place on anything, so you can use tweezers or small flat screwdrivers to poke the part that holds the carbon brushes out of their place. Here we go, I got one out. Now we will need to take out the carbon brush itself from the vessel holding it. Usually you will need to take out the plastic that's covering the whole metal container inside. After taking that plastic part out, you can then just pull out the carbon brush easily. There we go. As you can see, this carbon brush is almost just half of its original size and very worn out. Since it's too short now, it barely makes contact to the armature anymore, which is the cause why the drill rotation produces sparks and has less torque power. I also want to show you that this is the new carbon brush that I bought for replacement. It's a Bosch number 09792, which is intended for grinders, but it has the same size of the carbon brush for my drill, so this will work fine. And needless to say, carbon brushes have different sizes, so make sure that you buy the correct size for your drill. In my case, I use 4x6x14mm carbon brush size for this Black & Decker HM13. And just to compare here, if we put the old and new carbon brushes side by side, you will see how worn out the old one is. As mentioned earlier, almost half of it has already been chipped off from drill usage. Now, as you might already have guessed, we simply need to place the new carbon brush in the small metal container with the spring part on the back side so that it will push the carbon brush to the armature when it's on its place. Let's put back the plastic part cover of the carbon brush case. Then let's put it back on its place. That's it. We're halfway done. Now we just need to do the same thing for the other carbon brush. Alright. We're done, so we just need to close up the drill. Just put back the half cover, then screw back the 7 screws to lock it. Make sure that you place everything in the right places and screw it tight as you don't want any part of the drill to be loose when you use it. Okay. Looks like everything is tight and sturdy. Now it's time to plug in and test. There we go. As you can hear, the torque is in full power again and no spark is seen from inside. Looks like we're done here. If you enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up. If it has helped you in any way, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Millisuj for watching. Nova Air.